Hello and welcome to Targeted Goal Mastery. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to have a blast in this course and you're going to learn a lot of really powerful, cool information that's going to help you transform and move towards whatever it is, the goals that you've set for yourself. You know, it's funny, most people when they think about goals, they think right away, just take action, take action, take action. And action is cool and it's all good and everything, but what if you don't really understand the actions you're taking or you don't even know what actions to take in the first place? That could be a problem. And then the other thing that you find often in regards to goal setting is people say, well, just push through your comfort zone. Just expand beyond that comfort zone and jump into uncertainty, just all in. Everybody go all in. And that's just bullshit. It doesn't really work like that. Anybody can make short-term changes simply by just changing some habits that you're implementing. And ultimately, that can bring a different result very quickly, but it doesn't necessarily last. What you have to do if you really want to set established goals that are going to last, that are going to be lifetime, like literally a new being a different way, that has to happen at the unconscious level. And you have to instigate some neurological processes because that's how we be this way in the first place, right? Our brain operates in a certain way. So here's your first takeaway in this program, and I want to give you some powerful stuff through this. And as I've said, all of our courses, I want my stuff to be applicable daily, real life scenarios so that we're not, getting into a bunch of just ethereal stuff that doesn't even work. Here's the real powerful takeaway right away. Neuroscience, the field of studying the brain and the mind, just identified within the last couple of years that there's a thing called neuroplasticity, and it's real. And it verifies what some of this theory has been for many years. And it just cements the processes. So for us, what that means is by implementing some of these mental strategies, by implementing some NLP strategies, neuro-linguistic programming, which we're going to learn, by implementing some peak performance psychology modules and positive psychology elements, it literally, by doing this on a regular basis and increasing your repetitions and conditioning yourself in this way, your brain physically changes its neurologic connections, the neuronal connections. So if this is the neurological connection that our brain has made for this specific memory or this specific behavior based on repetition, and we want to change that behavior to move towards a new goal, the neurological connections need to adjust and move. And they found that this literally happens by instigating some of these processes. So I am so excited to share that with you. We're going to get right into it. So I'm going to take you to a quick new exercise. We're going to have the next video. And in this exercise, I'm going to guide you into what we call a guided imagery or a visualization exercise. These are skill sets that you're going to be able to utilize right away, and you're going to be able to see the power of the effect that this has instantly. So join me in this. It's going to be fun. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, do a quick exercise, and I'm going to guide you through a mental movie. So follow along, be a good sport, play along with it, and, and you're going to be stunned at the result. It's really cool. Let's get on and let's go check that out right now. Okay, let's get right into this exercise. It's pretty fun. We're gonna have a good time with it. Just bear with me. First thing we gotta do is just stand up and put your arms straight out to your side. What I want you to do is I'm gonna ask you to turn to your left as so, okay? And I'm gonna ask you to turn all the way to the left as far as what you can and pick a point on the opposite wall that is the farthest that you can turn left, okay? Ready? Begin. Just turn, and look and find the point farthest that you can find and look at in that direction. Okay? Good. Now, remember that point. And now here's what we're going to do. We're going to real quickly program some stuff, and it's going to be incredibly powerful for what happens in this exercise, all right? First, you got to just deep breathe in, and what you're going to do is in through your nose, out through the mouth, okay? And then again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now what I want you to do is close your eyes gently and just look at the upper inside of your eyelids, okay? While you're breathing. So in, out. Nice. Okay, now 3 of those breaths with your eyelids closed, looking up at the inside of your eyelids, just gentle breathing. 3 breaths. Ready? 1, 2. Okay, 2. Okay, 3. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask that you keep your eyes closed now and breathe gently. And what I'm gonna do is take you through a guided imagery exercise, and we're gonna do a visualization, okay? It's really quick and easy. And then we're gonna show you how powerful this stuff is, okay? So go ahead, keep your eyes closed. Now what I want you to do is, in your mind, I want you to imagine that you see yourself from the outside. You're looking at your body, okay? And I want you to see your body as though it's starting to turn left, just like you did. Don't do that, but just in your mind, make a mental movie of it. And your arms are out just like you were, and you're turning to the left. And as you're turning to the left, your body is turning, and your head is turning, and you actually see that spot on the wall, which was the farthest that you could look just a few seconds ago. Now, instead of stopping there, in your mind, in this movie that we're creating, I want you to have your body continue to go way past that point, almost as though you're going 100% all the way around, like in a cartoon where your body and at the core is starting to twist. As a matter of fact, go ahead and visualize that. Create that for yourself as you're watching yourself do this. And your core is turning like a coil and it's twisting. And so now your arms are around to the left and you turned all the way around and now you're facing forward and you're continuing to turn left and you go all the way around again. And the interesting thing that you notice as you're watching yourself do this, and keep doing it, just keep going round and round and round, turning into the left. But you're noticing that your body is feeling really limber and super relaxed. And it's amazing to you that this is actually happening and you're just turning around and around and around. And it's incredibly interesting. You're looking at this from the outside just going, wow, I can't believe that that's doing that. I can't believe my body's doing that. This is unbelievable. And your body's twisting and twisting like it would be in a cartoon, right? Hear yourself as you turn, hear yourself breathing. And every time you turn, a nice relaxing breath and your body turns again. Okay, now imagine that you're watching this and you're facing forward and your body's all twisted and coiled up because you've turned so many times in that direction. And now, just like in a cartoon, let your body just unwind and you hear your body start to spin back the other way. You're spinning so fast back the other way, your arms are making almost like the helicopter noise and you're hearing your breath and you're watching this and you're like, wow, this is hilarious. I can't believe this. And your body's spinning right back around the other way. All right, and now you end up back facing forward. And please open your eyes and now you're looking at me, okay? So, really simple, right? Just super easy. So now let's do this. As you were, put your arms back up and just turn to the left and turn as far as you can to the left and keep turning and keep turning and keep turning. And now this time find the farthest point that you can see on the wall. At this stage, when I do this exercise with people, some people are literally freaked out. It's likely that you went far past the point that you did before you did the visualization. And that is literally just the tip of the iceberg. That is just a very simple exercise. But what's important about noting what we did with this exercise is we instigated some things that are NLP technologies, neuro-linguistic programming, and we'll get into that, and I have a whole course on that. But in regards to how it relates to our immediate objectives and this, where we're working on targeted goal mastery, what's important to understand in this exercise is we used what we call submodalities. We talked about first of all, we did breathing, and we did a technique where your eyes are closed and you're looking at the upper eyelids, this puts you in a very suggestive place. And when we do deep relaxation visualization to then mentally rehearse our goal, it becomes incredibly powerful. The other thing that we did was we incorporated the sensory elements, which is how we represent the world in the first place. All the sensory involvement that we get through our eyes, through our ears, through our nose, and then we create this map of our world. We utilize these, and they're called submodalities. So as I guided you through that visualization, I was using these technologies. And it's probably likely, and you can comment to me, please. I want this to be an interactive course. I want it to be, like I said, applicable every day and learning things that you can use in your everyday life. So I'm anxious to hear how you did on it. We've got a lot of really good stuff in this program, and you're gonna have a blast doing this with me, and we're just gonna have a really good time. But that's a simple exercise. It's nothing weird and woo-woo about it, but the bottom line is it's very effective, and it works instantly. And so once you get practiced and once you get knowledgeable about some of these skills, you are going to be able to then start the process of rewiring, reprogramming, so that you can make the necessary moves, start to establish the new habits, start to put in play those repetitions that it takes for transformation to then achieve the goal.